If your product is good, but your profit keeps shrinking, the problem might not be your product. It may be your supply chain. Many people underestimate supply chain. They think it's just procurement. Find cheap factories in China, negotiate prices, cut costs by half. That was true 50 years ago. Back then, procurement departments were measured by one metric. How much money did you save this year? Cheaper supplier equals good performance. So that mindset created fragile companies. Because squeezing suppliers creates short-term gains, but long-term instability. So the real shift began with Japanese manufacturing. Toyota introduced just-in-time production, zero inventory. Parts arrive exactly when needed. That sounds efficient, but it only works if suppliers are deeply integrated. So Toyota stopped treating suppliers as enemies to bargain with. So they became long-term partners. Instead of focusing on purchase price, they focused on total cost, delivery reliability, defect rate, production coordination, after-sales stability. Suddenly, the cheapest supplier was no longer the best supplier. Then came Apple. When Steve Jobs returned, he empowered Tim Cook to redesign operations. Cook reduced supply complexity, but to build strategic depth. He brought suppliers into product design early, before a product even launched. Manufacturing feasibility was already tested. So that prevented expensive redesign later. Supply chain became a competitive weapon, not just background support. Now, fast forward to globalization. Companies expanded across borders. You've got cheaper labor, lower cost regions, and global sourcing. But with that comes volatility, currency risk, geopolitical risk, logistics disruption, information distortion. And this is where the bullwhip effect appears. A small change in consumer demand amplifies upstream. Retailers overorder, wholesalers double it, and factories overproduce. Then demand cools. Inventory collapses the system. Zara solved this indifferently. Instead of lower costs, they optimized for speed, small batch production, rapid feedback from stores, 2-week design to shelf cycle. They did not predict demand, they responded to it, and supply chain stopped being a cost center. It became strategy. So today, the strongest companies are not just product innovators, they are chain leaders. They control upstream capacity, negotiate long-term resource allocation, build redundancy, design flexibility. Because in a global system, the strongest moat is not the one single product. It is a resilient network. When chips run short, some factories shut down. When logistics freeze, some brands disappear. Look at COVID. But companies with supply chain control survive. So in modern competition, marketing wins attention. Product wins customers. Supply chain wins survival. Need a lawyer? Call Edgar.